let's go ahead and start. And let's see, I don't see any chats or anything, so it looks to me like you guys are okay. Okay, so let's start. I'm gonna go to our mats and have you guys lie on your backs. Begin on your back. However you want to face is fine with me. Get comfortable. Take a moment to just feel the earth. And begin to notice your breathing. Just your natural breath to start. And I'm going to ask you to deepen your breath a little bit to that diaphragmatic breath that is equal in length. And so you can play with that here in the beginning to find where you are today. Where's your breath today? Is it a 4 count in the hand? Is it deeper? Diaphragmatic breath, so you're filling your chest first. Breathing in from the bottom of your lungs. And as you breathe in, you feel an expansion, filling. As you breathe out, there's a softening. And just feeling the earth underneath you to remind you what that feels like to be stable, steady. So the ground can hold you. Another 30 seconds of this breath. The idea behind our practice today is really about stilling the mind, about finding that equal balance in the mind. And yes, it's going to feel good on your body, and it may even make you feel more relaxed. But most importantly is that stopping that busyness of our mind that can go to all these places and being really present. Okay, so come back to your natural breath and just notice how you're feeling. And so we'll begin by just bringing your feet to the floor. Knees bent. And then bringing your knees into your chest. Your feet can rest, your heels can rest on your sit bones. And we're going to bring our hands to the front of our shins, just below our knee. Right on the front of the shin there. So the right hand is on the right shin, the left hand is on the left shin. Take a deep breath in and out just to find the breath. And go ahead and pull your knees in towards your belly on the exhale. Begin your inhale and pull your knees away until your arms straighten. Exhale and knees pull into the belly. So a simple movement, and now you're going to find that equal breath. Maybe it's a 4 count inhale. Knees pull away, exhale, 4 counts, knees pull. And just do that 5 more times. Feel the chest first. On your exhale, begin to feel that your belly is moving back a little bit towards your mat. So you can start to just squeeze your belly a little bit. Engage it, contract it. Let's take one more breath here. One knees away. Exhale, knees closer. And wrap your arms around, however you feel comfortable to stay. And just relax. Feel your sacrum, that upper portion of your pelvis in the back. There's 2 little knobs on either side of your spine here. Feel your tailbone. And with just a little bit of action, take your tailbone towards your belly. So just a little bit of action there. And you'll feel that it kind of wants to pull your knees away from you. So you have those 2 working together. You're having your knees in and then you get to moving your tailbone. We're just going to stay here for 5 of those breaths. Diaphragmatic breath. As you exhale, engage your belly, contract your belly back towards your spine. As you inhale, breathe through your chest towards your belly, feel your belly expanding. And you might even notice here with that tailbone having a little bit of action that when you exhale your navel back, there's a little bit of sensation at your pelvic floor, right at the base of your pelvis. And as you inhale, the belly expands, that sensation changes. So as you exhale, contract the belly, there's a little bit of a lifting of your pelvic floor up towards your navel. And as you inhale, then back, pelvic floor releases. Just take one more breath. And then on your exhale, relax, bring your feet to the floor. Take a moment to just pause. Good. Let's roll to our right side, and we're going to go ahead and stand up. And just come up to the top of your mat, and bring your feet hip distance apart, so maybe 6 inches between the inner edges of your feet. And this movement, really simple. We're going to inhale, take the arms up and overhead. Exhale, and bring the arms back down. We're coming back to that full breath. Inhaling, maybe breath of 5. Exhaling, the arms down. So as you inhale, the arms overhead, reach up and lengthen through your upper spine. And as you exhale, keep that length and just engage your belly, contract your belly. Let's just do 3 more of those. And if you guys would like to, chant Om on your exhale. We'll do that on the next one. So let's do 3 after this one. Chanting Om on your exhale. Inhaling together. Om. Deep breath in. Inhale. And then relax your arms by your side. Bring your gaze eye level and find something to fix your eyes on. You're going to stay here for about a minute. Turn your palms to face forward and draw your shoulders back, your shoulder blades into your back. Feel your feet on the ground and go ahead and adjust if you need to. Soften your knees. Draw your tailbone down toward the earth and lift your chest. Reaching up through the crown of your head, and now we're finding that same breath. Sama means stay, same, Sanskrit. Inhaling, maybe 5-count breath. Exhaling, 5-count breath, and now getting as steady as you can. As much as you can, you're eliminating any of those extra little movements and keeping your gaze is getting steady. And begin to tune into this part of you that is that part that never changes. It's that part of you that is peaceful, that's still, that's steady. It's the part of you that's watching you do this mountain pose right now. Take 5 more breaths here. See how you can smooth these last 3 breaths. And on your exhale, relax the pose and just shake it out a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to bring the feet just a little bit wider and turn the toes in a little bit. So maybe your feet are about shoulder width apart, maybe your heels, and then your toes are turned in. So it's a little bit of a pigeon toed. We don't usually do this in our practice, but it's a nice exercise to ground with. So you can put your hands on your hips, or you can put your hands in your lower back, right at that sacrum. And it's simple movement. Inhale, lift the heart. And as you exhale, you're going to bend your knees. And I want you to just look down for a minute. And so the knees are going to bend right over the second toe. Okay? And as you're here, you're going to push out a little bit with your shin bones. Push up. So inhaling, pushing up. And that whole time you're exhaling down, your shins are pushing out a little bit. Inhale, lift up. You don't have to bend your knees a lot. But most importantly, we want to feel our feet on the ground, and we want to keep moving those shins out just a little bit, and knees out just a little bit. Exhale, and really feel down into the ground. Inhale, you're pushing up as if you're pushing the earth away, pushing down into the earth. Inhale, we bend. And so as you warm here a little bit, maybe you can go a little bit deeper into your chair pose. Be mindful that you're not hurting something. This could be a little sensitive on the knees. I know I feel it that way. And so if you do, just don't pigeon toe as much and don't push as much out with your knees. Even just a little bit will help. Find your equal breath and just 3 more times. Hopefully you're feeling, this is just giving you a feeling of the ground. And a connection to the earth, to that feeling of stability that we have, how gravity, right? Gravity's holding us here. So even when we're in an airplane, we still have gravity. It's the coolest thing, right? It holds us in our seat. One more time, come down, and then push back up. And release your arms, and go ahead and shake that out of your knees and your hips and your feet. And then bring your feet back hip distance apart. Take a moment to just notice how you feel, and feel that stillness. Good. Feel into your feet now with your legs straight. And hug in now with your calves. Your shins and your calves are hugging into the center. And then take your inner thighs down into the earth. We're going to use this in a lot of our poses. The Calves are hugging in towards center, and the inner thighs are pushing down. Good. Let's inhale, take our arms up, reach up, and exhale now into chair pose. Fold with a flat back, and then release your head and your neck softly. Your knees are still bent. On your inhale, flat back, arms overhead, and push all the way back up. Good. Find your breath, exhaling. 6 counts, maybe 4 counts. Release your head. Inhale, flat back, reaching up, lifting up through your chest. As you exhale, navel's pulling back. Release. As you inhale, you're opening your front body. Filling your lungs, your belly. Let's do 3 more. Exhale. How can you smooth your breath? One more time through. And now this time we're going to lean back and come into our chair and stay. So the knees are bent. We're leaning back into our chair. Take your arms a little bit wider to give some room for your shoulders, and drop your shoulders down your back and squeeze your shoulder blades. Hug your calves in. Ignite your tailbone. Just a little bit of action, kind of somewhere between moving back and forward. It tucks just a little bit. And now find that breath, equal breath. Okay, so here's one of those places where we get in the pose. You might already be feeling it just from moving in and out of chair pose. Fix your gaze eye level, eyes open. And find your steady, equal breath. See if you can eliminate all of those little movements coming into that place of stillness inside of you. Take 3 more breaths. As you exhale, engage your belly. That's going to support your lower back. Last breath. And on your inhale, push up. And exhale. And shake it out a little bit. Notice how it feels. Good. Okay, so now we'll take our left foot back. And it's okay if your left heel's off the ground. In fact, it's a little bit better. We're going to come into warrior pose. Good. So there's a little bit of leaning forward through your lower back, pushing into your back heel. And then your shoulders are coming back. Okay. So now we're going to move a little bit. As you exhale, you're just going to straighten. Arms come down. And as you inhale, you lean forward, come into your warrior, draw your shoulders back. Find your equal breath, just 4 more. Exhale, the navel moves back. Inhale that diaphragmatic breath through the chest to the belly. Now on this 4th one, we'll come in and stay. So you can turn your hands to face each other a little bit wider again. Give room for your shoulders, and then drop your shoulders down. Good. Hug your calves in. Feel your inner thighs. Just that activation of the inner thighs, kind of lifting even in this pose. And find your equal breath. You can tune into that part of you. That steady part inside, still, peaceful. Last 3 breaths. Good, and now inhale, straighten your leg, and go ahead and fold out over. Take an inhale and lift away. Lengthen your front body. You can have your fingertips on the floor. Exhale and fold. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. 1 more breath. And we're going to stay in the pose now. So we want our back heel dropping down now. If you're having troubles with a little bit of balance here, you can have the feet a little bit wider. So you don't have to have your heels in a line. So now hugging your calves in towards your midline and lifting your inner thighs up. And see if you can take some of the weight off of that front foot and bring it into your back heel. Then sink down, release your head and your neck. And come back to your breath. Equal breath. Calves hugging inward toward the center of your pose. Inner thighs lifting. Melt your heart. Let's take 5 more breaths. On your next inhale, lift your heart halfway. And go ahead and bend that front knee and drop down into a low lunge so your back knee can come onto the floor. You can work that out of your hip a little bit or your thigh. And then we're going to come back to plank pose. Bring your feet together. Spread your fingers, wrists under your shoulders, and you squeeze those heels and lengthen into your heels. Bring your gaze out to that top edge of your mat. Right? Hug your calves in. Lengthen your inner thighs down to your heels. Draw your chin to your throat a little bit and lengthen the back of your neck. And now if you want to go a little bit more challenge, you're just going to lean forward over those hands a little bit and then readjust inner thighs, lift and move back. Find your steady breath. So in this pose, you might feel a little bit of shaking, right? A little bit of trembling. Can you smooth that trembling with your breath? Just take 3 more breaths. And then on your exhale, drop your knees. Hips are going to stay high. We're going to drop our chest and our forehead. Release your tailbone. And then push onto your belly. And take a gentle cobra. Tops of your feet on the floor. And we'll push back through plank to down dog. And go ahead and just bend your left knee and take your right thigh back. Your right heel down. Breathe. And then switch, bend your right knee, take your left thigh back. Then bend both knees, get as long as you can through your back. Lengthen the back of your neck, take your hips up by lifting with your inner thighs. And then drop your heels down and just take 3 more breaths. That equal breath throughout your whole practice unless we say otherwise. Then on your next exhale, look forward and walk forward, top of your mat. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, fold. Go ahead, sink into your chair pose, come up with a nice flat back. And exhale your arms down and just notice how you feel. Mountain pose for a moment. Coming back to that part of you that is not your body. It's like the witness. One of the ways we look at it. Okay, so I think now let's step our right foot back. Right, your heels off the floor and let's come toward Virabhadrasana one. Palms face each other. Shoulders a little bit wider, or hands a little bit wider. Drop your shoulders down, engage your shoulder blades into your back. Good. Take a breath in. And then we're going to exhale and bring those arms down. Inhale, lengthen your spine, come into warrior. Exhale and come back. Inhale. We lengthen, gaze eye level. Exhale and navel back. 2 more breaths. And now this time we'll stay. Now turn your palms to face again. Open your hands a little wider. Back heels off the floor. It's just pushing back. That right thigh's lifting, right? A little bit of forward with your lower back and then bring your shoulders back. So there's a little back bend. And then your exhale, you're going to engage your belly just to support your lower back here. Hug your calves in. Draw your tailbone down a little bit. Those deep diaphragmatic breaths. Really coming into that place inside of you that is always still. Steady, steepen. One more breath. On your inhale, stand. And on your exhale, fold. Good. Go ahead and step your back foot in a little bit so your heel's down. Remember, you can always walk your feet a little bit apart for more stability. We're going to move a few times. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, fold. 2 more. Lengthen your front body. Release the back of your neck as you fold. And then go ahead and stay in that pose. Hug your calves into center, your shin bones. Inner thighs lift here. We take our left sit bone back. Bring some of that weight into your back foot. Release your head, your neck. Just melt. Melt a little bit towards your thigh. Smooth your breath. Good. Let's inhale. Next inhale, lift away. Come down to your low lunge and just work that out with your hip a little bit. Take a breath or 2. And we'll come back to plank pose. And we're going to stay in plank again. So bring your hands shoulder width, spread your fingers, heels together. Gaze at the top edge of your mat. So we lift our inner thighs and then lengthen them back into our heels. And at the same time, reach into your crown of your head. Find your steady breath. Calves hugging the center, inner thighs are tight to your heels. Last 5 breaths. Engage your belly on your exhale. And on your next exhale, drop the knees in the chest and forehead. And inhale, keep the heart, cobra, tops of your feet on the floor, and back to down dog. So you can make those adjustments, and then find your down dog. Lengthen your spine, lift your inner thighs, drop your heels down. Spread those fingers into your mouth. Just eliminating all of those little movements. Those are just little parts of us that are habitual. And our mind thinks, our body moves. Good. So we're going to move to a few sentences from here. So from here, move forward, step your right foot, drop your knee. Now we're just going to inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, come back to plank pose. Lower down, knees, chest, chin, or forehead. Exhale, and then inhale, cobra. And exhale, down dog. Inhale your left foot forward. Drop your back knee, look up, deep breath in. Exhale, back to plank. Knees, chest. Inhale, cobra, the elbows stay bent. Exhale, down dog. Good. Let's do 3 more each side. Inhale the right foot. Look up. Come back to plank. Exhale. Lower down. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, down dog. Inhale your left foot. Look up. Come back to plank. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Good. 2 more on your own. 2 more each side. And we'll meet in down dog. You go through that left side this next time. And once you come into your down dog, you find your pose, inner thigh sit, calves hugging. Bring your gaze straight down on the mat. Find your steady pose. Equal breath. Feel the breath in your belly. Take 3 more breaths here. Look your forearms in now. Move toward the center of your mouth. Broaden your collarbones. Lift those inner thighs a little bit higher. Take 1 more breath. Good. And then drop down to your knees. So you're now on all fours. Inhale, lift your heart. And then exhale, come back to your heels. Do this a few times. Breathing in, 4, 5, or 6 count breath. Exhale, you're rounding up a little bit, your elbows bend. You're pulling your belly back towards your spine. Inhale, lead with your chest and release your tailbone. And now as you exhale, round and come back, tuck your tailbone just a little bit. Feel a little bit of that lifting of your pelvic floor on your exhale. Inhale, and then release that tailbone. Let's do 3 more. Navel back. Feel your walls of your perineum, base of your pelvis. One more time. And now as you come back this time, you can rest in child's pose. Make yourself comfortable and just rest. Let your breath relax. Where your forehead is touching, whether it's on your mat or your hand stack. Just release a little bit more of that weight of your head. Just letting the mind calm. Maybe draining thoughts out. You can give them to the earth, not your forehead. You can give shoulder tension out down through your arms and your hands. Your sit bones, your sacrum, that whole pelvis, sink a little bit more to your heels. And then feel your spine, feel around your tailbone, your sacrum, and into your lower back. And let your lower back sink a little bit towards your thighs. And come up a little bit higher, that thoracic spine, curve that curves out in your back, your middle back. Soften, melt your heart a little bit. Feel your shoulders. Feel the space between the shoulder blades. Across the back of the collarbones, relax. Back of the neck. And again, the head. You can feel from the head, the back of the head down the spine again through the neck. And the upper, middle, lower back down to your sacrum, your tailbone, just the whole length of your spine. Maybe coming back up again and feeling your spine. And seeing if there's any more softening that you can do that would let your spine just draw in towards your body a little bit. Not by muscle action, but just by softening. And take another few breaths, another half a minute here. And your breath even soften even a little bit more. And can you find that smooth, effortless breath? Notice any places in your breath that feel a little bit rough. Maybe where you want to pause. And just allow your breath to flow through. Take one more breath here. Good, and then slowly come up and sit on your heels. Take a moment to notice how you feel. Do a round of Kapalabhati breath here. So forceful exhale from the point right below your navel, right? So take a deep breath in with the heart. Exhale completely. And inhale a comfortable breath. And just begin with short bursts of exhale using your belly. Keep going. So your navel's moving back towards your spine. Powerful, quick exhale. Now, if it's not comfortable to sit on your heels, you could sit on the floor. Either way is fine. Just keep breathing. Just another 15 seconds. And exhale. Just take a deep breath in, lengthening up your spine up to the crown. And then hold your breath for a moment and get really still with that breath holding. Close your eyes. Feel into that part of you that is not your body, the one that's watching. It's witnessing everything. And then release your breath. Take a couple of breaths to adjust. Good. Okay, so from here, let's come back to down dog. This will be our last pose here, kind of half standing poses. And then when you're ready, we'll step our right foot forward. And we're going to come into a high lunge. So we want to work our right ankle under our knee and come onto your fingertips, or the fingers are fine if you're more flexible. But give yourself some room to breathe here. Your heart's lifting, so your spine's getting longer. And you're going to lift that back thigh and lengthen into your back heel. So the back heel's popped off. And then find your breath. Find that steady center. Calves hug into your center. Tailbone tucks down a little bit. But equal breath. Maybe by now your breath is opening up a little bit, so maybe now it's a 6 count breath, or maybe 7 or even 8. Calves are hugging in towards your center. Tailbone's tucking a little and lengthen into your back heel. 3 more breaths. How steady can you get? Can you smooth your breath? Good. So from here, we're going to drop our back knee, and we're going to bring our hands to the inside of our right foot, but we're going to keep our foot where it was. You can drop your back foot, the top of your back foot down. So we want to see if we can bring, again, with our hands here on the inside, we want to see if we can still bring our knee over our ankle. So to do that, you're going to hug that right thigh into your right side body. Okay? Now, if you're more flexible, maybe you come down to your elbows, or maybe your elbows are bending, but you're still hugging. We really want that right knee to touch the right side body. And find your breath. The calves are hugging in, shin bones hugging in. Tailbone can draw down a little bit and lengthen back to your left heel. Keep hugging that right thigh into your side body. Find your equal breathing. 5 more breaths. The yogis say that, in the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, say that wherever your mind goes, whatever you're doing, thinking is what you merge with, you become. Good, okay. So we're gonna come back to our lunge and go ahead and come back to down dog again. Just adjust. Notice how you feel. And then we'll step our left foot forward. So remember we started here in a high lunge, left ankle under your knee. Maybe you're on your fingertips, your knuckles, your fingers. But the pose has buoyancy, so there's not a lot of weight on your hands. Your right thigh lifts and go back into our right heel. And then we're going to hug those shin bones in again, those calves hugging. Tailbone draws down. Bring your gaze out in front. And find that part of your Purusha. This is the part that was there before you came into this body. It's the part that will be there when you leave this body. And not this body, right? I'm the one that's watching this body, the one that's experiencing this body. Watching myself experience. Last 5 breaths. Smooth, equal breath. Good, and on your next exhale, drop your right knee down, top of your back foot, and then bring your hands into the inside. Keep your foot where it is, only make sure that your ankle's under your knee. And then we're gonna hug that left knee into our left side body. We're gonna hug the thighs in, the shin bones in. Draw your tailbone down a little bit to lengthen. And then wherever you are in this pose, you come into it, elbows. Maybe your elbows are just bending, so we don't want to lock the elbows. You keep hugging that left thigh in. Come back to your breath. Feel your belly as you breathe through your chest on your inhale. And then exhaling, that belly still contracting a little bit back toward your spine. Hug in a little bit tighter with that left thigh. Draw your tailbone down again. Let's take 3 more breaths. Steady any shaking, any little movements. Last breath. Good. And then we'll come back to our lunge, back to down dog. Wow, good job, you guys. I know that's tough. It's challenging. And then adjust and notice how you feel. And after you adjust your down dog, bend your knees, lengthen your spine. Lift those inner thighs, drop the heels down. Spread your fingers. Find your steady breath. Last breath. And we'll come down to our knees. So from here, a little bit of a lateral. So you could face the long edge of your mat if you want to, it's up to you. And let's see, we're going to stretch our left leg out straight first. So our right knee is right under our right hip, and our left foot is parallel to the end of our mat, the short end of our mat. We can take our left hand on our thigh to turn our palm up, and then inhale your right arm up. And then as you exhale, you're just going to lean over to the left. So one of the ways we know we're in a lateral is we're kind of stacking our shoulders. Our shoulders are in one line. Draw the tailbone down. Maybe bring your gaze up under your right armpit, or maybe even all the way up to your right fingertips. Take some deep breaths into that right side body. Each time you exhale, engage your belly. Where is that part of you? Go back into your mind and your thinking, come back to your breath and that center part, Rusha. One more breath. And then come back and switch sides. So we on our left knee this time, left knee on your hip. Right foot parallel to that short end of your mat. Take your right hand to your thigh, turn your palm up. Inhale your left arm up. And then exhale over. The shoulders are in a line. And then your gaze, maybe under the armpit, maybe to the fingertips. Your back might arch a little bit if you look up higher. So remember to draw your tailbone down. Just to protect your lower back a little bit. Lengthen. And as you exhale, you're engaging your belly. And where is that one who's breathing? Who's watching you breathe? The one behind the breath. Maybe now all those little extra movements, getting still for 3 more breaths. And inhale and exhale and come out. Good. And let's come back to down dog. We're going to do a twist and then we'll come onto our backs. So as you come into down dog, you feel the lengthening created through your side body. We're going to step our right foot forward and into that high lunge. Okay, so your ankle's under your knee, your back foot's popped off. If you needed to, you could drop your back knee down. That would be a less intense version, right? So either way, you have your left hand or fist. I like to use my fist here on the floor. And then we're going to take our right arm up into a twist. So it's like we were in that high lunge, how we were hugging our right thigh into our side body. So now we're hugging our right thigh into our belly. Our calves are hugging in. And we're lengthening inner thigh and your left leg back to your heel. Now rotate that right rib cage open and stack the shoulders. That right arm straight up. Maybe your gaze up. Really hug those calves in. Elbow down. Find your breath, equal breath. I'm not this body. I'm the one who's watching this body, who's witnessing it all. Tap into that part of you that is steady, that is always constant. Three more breaths. You can do it. Lengthen into your heel, come into center even more. Wow, good job. Drop your knee down, come back to your lunge. Let's come back to plank pose. Let's just come through one little flow here, knees, chest, forehead, exhale. And inhale, cobra. And come back to down dog. Okay, left foot forward. I promise this is the last one here on our feet. So either you're in a high lunge or you're in a low lunge. Your left knee over your ankle. Come onto your right fist or fingertips or palms, and then come into your twist, left arm straight up. And you can notice right away your instability if you don't hug in, right? You gotta hug into center the calves. Even the inner thighs are kind of hugging in. And then lift that right thigh and come into your heel if your knees off the ground. Stack your shoulders. Pull back with your left sit bone. Find your breath. Each time you exhale, your navel's engaging. Last few breaths. You get even steadier. Good. Awesome. Drop down. Take a breath in. Come through plank one more time. Knees, chest, exhale. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, down dog. Let's take 5 breaths here. Lengthen the spine, move the hips from the inner thighs, drop the heels. Soften the back of your neck. Rotate those forearms in toward your center. Hug your calves into the center. And then lift the sit bones. Last 2 breaths. Good. Now we'll drop down onto our knees. Take a moment to just adjust and rest. And feel your breath. Good. Let's do just a little bit of release for our back here. So we're going to stand on our knees. Knees are hip distance apart. Inhale, take your arms overhead. And then as you exhale, fold, arms swing out to your lower back. You turn your head one direction. Inhale, take those arms out, reverse, like a rewind. Come back up to your knees. And then exhale, folding, turn your head the other direction. Now see here, if you can really notice your breath, leading your movement. So even as you finish this folding, your breath goes a little bit longer. And your breath starts just a moment before you move. Inhale. And your exhale starts a moment before you fold. Your exhale goes a little bit longer than your movement. Let's do 2 more each side like that. Breath reading. Engage your belly as you exhale. And then sit up onto your heels. And we're going to make fists. So we're going to bring our fingers around our thumbs. And we're going to bring those fists as low as we can into the meaty part of our belly, that low belly. Take a nice deep breath in. If you can, walk your knees together. And then as you exhale, fold over those fists. So we're going to stay here about a minute. And you can find right away where you have sensitivity. And you can just gently push, be gentle. It's enough to be folding here. And begin to smooth your breath. So here, you're taking some of the breath out of your belly, so you can now breathe into your back body. Breathing through your chest, through your upper back, and filling your kidneys and your lower back. Beautiful, and then come back up. Shake out your hands, and let's come on to our backs. If you want to stretch your legs straight, you'll be here for just a minute, just to relax. Or you can keep your knees bent and just take a moment to notice what you feel in your body. Let your breath relax for a moment. Just soften. Remember gravity. Okay, let's come back. Bring your feet to the floor. Just lift your hips a little, lengthen your tailbone. We're going to come into eagle pose here. So we're going to take our right thigh and cross it over our left thigh. And then bring your arms out to a T to start. Lift your left foot off the floor so your left shin's parallel. And then you're going to see if you can wrap that right toe around behind the left calf, right? So you get a nice bind like a vine. And then flex your left foot. Push into your left foot just a little bit and notice how that makes you use your belly. And then flatten your lower belly to the floor. Not only flatten, but hug into center. So each side of your lower belly hugs into center. Good. So now our right leg over, so we'll take our right arm under at the elbows, cross, and then bind around the forearms. Maybe you find some sort of a prayer. And then we push up a little bit with our forearms toward the top of our head and our hands. Remember that low belly is back and meeting, and now find your breath. Purusha, steady, Sita. I'm going to challenge you guys on this one. 5 more breaths. Lower belly getting flatter. Can you find your equal breath? One more breath. Good. And then release the arms to a T. Unbind your right foot and drop your left to the floor. So your legs are still crossed. Take a moment to adjust. Good. And then we're going to press into our left foot. Lift our hips a little bit and shift them to the right side of our mat. Right? So if you miss that, hips lift and shift right. So you feel kind of crooked, but then you're going to drop your knees to the left. Those cross knees to the left. And now hopefully your sacrum is a little more stacked. You want to have that right shoulder on the ground. So just if you need a prop under your knees over here, you can use it. And then look over to your right hand. Find your breath. Maybe that 6 count inhale, 6 count exhale. So noticing any of those little extra movements, adjustments that you make. And you smooth and become still here. Maybe you close your eyes, keep your gaze inward. And that inner awareness. One of the ideas here behind Sukham is that within that comfortable space, easy space, good space, is spaciousness. So rather than filling our space with something, we allow ourselves to have that spaciousness. And I was really pondering on this one last night, and just because, you know, a lot of us are home. We're trying to fill our time with something. We're so used to filling our time with something. And maybe we can let some spaciousness come in, allow the pauses, allow moments of stillness, spaciousness between. Settle into it and embrace it. Last few breaths here. First, bring your head back to center, and then unbind your legs and lift just your right leg. And then left leg can follow, and we can bring our feet to the floor and come back to center and feel your sacrum. It's a moment here to adjust. Okay, you guys remember where we started? Eagle pose. So we're going to cross our left thigh over our right. Bring our right foot off the floor, shin parallel. You can bind that left toe around the right calf. And then flex your right foot a little bit. Spread your toes. And push your knees away just a tiny bit till you feel your belly, and then engage your belly. Knit your belly, low belly into the middle. Okay, so now left leg's over, so left arm under, cross at your elbows and find your spine. Lift up, lengthen your spine, and then start to move those fingertips toward the crown, top of your mat. Just a little bit. Relax your shoulders down, find your breath. You stay about a minute. It's about 10 breaths. Each time you exhale, remember your belly. Pulling back, low belly, leading in. And not this body, not this mind, but the one who watches this body. Two more breaths. And then you can unwind your arms, unwind that left foot, drop your right foot down, and just relax with your legs crossed. Notice how you feel. Enjoy that clear space, that good space that you created. Now our twist on this side. We're going to press into our right foot, lift our hips, shift them left this time, and then our knees drop over to the right. And then we're going to have that left shoulder sinking, look over to your left hand. Equal breathing creates a balanced line. Stillness in your body creates stillness in your mind. Really conscious, equal breath. Three more breaths. Beautiful. On your inhale, come back to center with your head. Unbind your legs with your left thigh and then your right follows. Shift back to center. Just look on your mat, adjust yourself on your mat, pause here for a moment. We're going to do a couple of things just to give our lower back some medicine. So first, let's come onto our bellies and do a little bit of cobra. Checking our time here. Okay, so let's bring our hands by our chest and their forehead on the floor. And then bring your feet about hip distance. Let's just move here. We're going to do cobra, and then we're going to lift a leg at the same time. So forehead on the floor, breathe into your cobra, and then we're going to lift our right leg up. And then as you exhale, the leg lowers the head to the forehead. Inhale, cobra, and lift your left leg up. Exhale. Do that 3 more times each side. Inhale, hug your elbows in to center. Exhale. Left leg, inhale. 2 more. Good. So you guys probably know where we're going here. We're going to bring the feet together, the inner thighs in, both legs up, cobra, and then come down. Again, inhale, cobra, both legs. Now this time you come up, we stay. Hug your elbows in, bring your gaze out in front, draw your chin in just a little bit, squeeze your calves together, ignite your inner thighs, and lengthen your tailbone towards your heels. Spread your toes. 3 more breaths. Equal breaths. Can you get steady? And let your legs come down. Let your heels drop open. Turn your head, make a pillow. Relax. And then turn your head the other direction. Okay, so this next one, I'm going to walk our feet wide. Wider than our shoulders, just a little wider, and then the toes turn out. This is different, right? So, I don't know if we've even done this one together. And then you're going to come up onto your elbows, but only as high as we want our bottom ribs to touch the floor. So it's just those bottom ribs touch. And we begin to find our breath. And as you inhale, that belly expands, really push your belly into the floor. As you exhale, lengthen your tailbone a little bit. Navel engages and you're lifting your pelvic floor up just a little bit. We want to keep those ribs on the floor. And as you inhale, push your belly into the floor. And just giving all our belly, our digestive organs a nice massage. But on a deeper level, really all of these kind of workings and desires and things that come up for us come from our belly and below. Three more breaths. And then on your exhale, come out and come onto your back. Almost to Shavasana. Bring your feet to the floor, hip distance apart. Bring your palms by your side. And moving it out of bridge. So let's just begin by taking an inhale, lift your hips. Take your arms straight up and then overhead to the floor. Exhale, roll down your spine. So I'm going to start with a 4 count breath here. Even though maybe you've been breathing deeper, just start with 4 on your inhale. And 4 on your exhale. And we're going to gradually move up. So now this round is a 5 count. And a 5 count out. Remember earlier how we were working with our breath leading. So now 6 count breath. Your breath starts just before, and your movement follows your breath. And after your movement stops, the breath continues to move. 6 count exhale. And then 7 counts. 7 count exhale. The last one, 8 counts. Leave your hips up. 8 count exhale, just your arms come down. Lock your shoulders under you. Maybe interlace. So we want to have our shoulders under us so much that there's no weight on the neck or the upper spine. And there's just a little bit of gentle pressure to the back of the head. And when you do that, you notice it engages that part of your neck that's right at the base of your spine. And it lifts it off the floor a little bit. So we want to take all of that weight off of the neck and the upper back. And just breathe. Find your equal breath. Last 3 breaths. Can you lift those hips a little higher and find your stillness? Part of you that's watching you do this pose, it's watching you breathe. And then on your exhale, release, come down. Let's bring the soles of our feet together and drop our knees open. And just bring your right hand to your belly and your left hand to your heart. Take a moment here to adjust. Just feel your breath. So from here, we're going to move into our Shavasana, final pose, rest. So you can straighten your legs out, a little bit wider than your hips. Take your arms out and open. Make sure you're warm. You need to put on a shirt. You can do that. Put a blanket over you. And just relax. Make those final adjustments in your Shavasana. And just begin to feel your breath relaxing. And with each exhale, move your body to the earth. Surrender any tension and holding you might feel in your body. Let it go. Relax your jaw and eyes. Your heartbeat and clear. And belly soft. Feel your feet, your heels, your shin bones, your thigh bones. Move the weight of your legs to the floor. Feel your pelvis, your hips. And just let your hips relax out as if you're relaxing out away from the center of your belly. Relax. Slowly come back to your breath. Take a few deep breaths, slowly waking your body up. Waking up your fingers, your toes. Take your time. Whenever you're ready, you can roll into your right side and take as long as you need there. When you feel ready, you come up to a seat. I'd like to just end with a little bit of breath work, a little bit of alternate nostril breath. Just about 3 rounds of kind of specific way of doing this. So as you're ready, just go ahead and come back up to your seat. Maybe sit on a blanket or however you feel comfortable so that your sit bones are grounded and you really feel them on the ground. So we'll bring our right hand into our Vishnu Mudra. That's your first and middle finger in. And then we'll turn our hand. Right? So how this will work is we'll breathe in through both nostrils. We'll pause the breath. Then we're going to block the right and breathe out the left. And breathe in the left. And then we're going to lower our hand, breathe out both. And breathe in both. Then out the right. In the right. Pause. And out both. I'll talk you through it. Take a breath in and out. And then take a slow, conscious breath in through both nostrils. Hold your breath. You can keep your arm down. And bring your arm up, block your right nostril. Slow, steady exhale out your left. Breathe in through your left. Pause your breath, touch both sides of your nostrils. Lower your arm down and breathe out both nostrils. Inhaling through both. Pause. Bring your hand up, block your left nostril, breathe out your right. Inhale right. Pause, touch both sides. Exhale both. Let's do one more round. And breathing as slow as you can this round, smooth as you can. Inhale both nostrils. Pause your breath. And just bring your attention into center, the spine, from the tailbone, to the base of your skull, to your brainstem. Walk your left nostril, exhale right. Slow as you can, smooth. Inhale, left nostril. Touch both sides, hold again, find your center. This time come down to your belly. Exhale both nostrils. Inhale, slow breath in, both nostrils. Pause, feel your center, and your tailbone to the brainstem, back down to the tailbone. Block your left nostril, slow exhale right. Inhale right. Pause, touch both sides, and again your awareness down to your belly, right around your navel. And lower your arm, exhale both. You can inhale and exhale and adjust. And let's all bring ourselves to an intention. An intention to not fill the space, to allow spaciousness inside and out. You don't have to fill our space with stuff or thoughts. And to find some stillness and connect to this part of yourself. Part of yourself that's always steady. It is an easy, comfortable, good space. And we'll bring our hands to prayer, the heart center. And gently bow your chin.